Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel again. I've had some nice comments on the site, off site, but genuineness. Thank you to everybody who comments and send me messages, those who know me. This is my experience of learning from my point of not knowing anything of this. This is how I'm going to learn, and hopefully I can share this with somebody who it will help them. We joined today by Lindon here next to me. He's going to watch, and he does some editing as well on the DaVinci Resolve. Let's put all these things on. Let's put that the hot air on. I've got another soldering iron over here, Magnum. It's on. We're going to watch some videos. We're going to remove probably this one, or this one of these two. I do absolutely minimal editing on this, and only if I get disturbed or something like that. I don't do any editing on this. The idea is to share my experience. So we're going to start off with removing one of these chips. We're not going to cover the other one. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, I don't know. No, we're not going to cover it, because if we cover that, then it's going to be blocked by, you might not see what I'm doing. So, right, let's start off. I've got my tweezers here. Let me see there, and let's take the thing out the way there. Let's start. Let me get my extra eyes on here. Start heating it up. I'm not showing you my temperatures because it's probably wrong. So, oh no, I've already messed up. You see guys, I've already messed up. I'm supposed to put some flux on here. But this is how we're going to learn. We're going to do it like this. We're going to learn. What flux this is, I don't know. It's some flux I bought for soldering. You see it's already started to heat up. It's already melting straight away. But it's fine. So I'm not going to tell you what it is or what it isn't. But it is for soldering components. There you go, like that. And let's put a cover on this so we don't get some solder injection and some funny effects on some trip or something from solder. Okay, right, let's get going on that. Which one was it? This one, yeah, right, here we go. This takes a while. I found last time if I go too slow, it doesn't heat up enough, quick enough, and then a bit faster, it looks like something might be happening. No, not lifting yet. Okay, there we go. So as to the amount of heat in the chip, we'll see how hot it is once we take it off. They don't get that hot. Let's see. It's going a bit faster. The board is moving, sit still. There's some smoke coming out already. I think the solder is busy moving. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Right, there we go. Right, let's hang it up and let's see how hot it is. That's warm. That's warm. So there we go. So we got that off. So we got it off. The idea is to now let it cool down a little bit, and we will put it back. So I've got, let's just see if we can do this without messing it up. So we're going to put some solder. So this is it's a better soldering iron, it's a better solder station. Let's put both my lenses on over here. Just for the exercise, we put some solder on here. I do have a final tip for this type of station. I see the tracks are moving here already. I don't know why these tracks are so sensitive. Okay, so put some solder here just so we can clean it up afterwards. Okay, right, now we're going to take give the tip a bit of a clean, and some of these solder weak pieces that I find works about the best. I wonder if that soldering iron can turn up as well. I know the other one was, so let's put one over there. If I didn't have to, if I was doing a job on something, if I didn't have to clean up the little pads. I wouldn't. This is just for the sake of threading. My little tweezers. And let's start off getting this, cleaning up the solder. This thing is too hot. This thing is too hot. Okay. That's why I was lifting the pads. Okay, so I've adjusted that. Let's wait for the thing to come on again. That's why I lifted up the pads. I must have been busy with something else. Okay, right, let's see. Don't pull on that. Okay, let's take it off there. Let's clean up. It's still too hot. It's still cooling down, that's fine. It's not fine, but need to get a extractor fan for this. We've got fans, yeah. Just need to get little pipes. Just turn the water about a little bit. Right, this. We can take the other side of it. No, let's just cut another little piece. So far, I think I've only damaged these little tracks over here. If I do them correctly. Right. Okay. We're straight. Even getting this right away. Okay, so that's still there. Let's turn this around. So you can use the other side of this to clean up some of these. But they look reasonably cleaned up. There's a little solder blob over there. Okay, right, that's good. So now we're going to give it a little bit of a clean up. There's it isopropyl, what's propanol, whatever, alcohol, whatever, with my little toothbrush. This is the same toothbrush I use at home for my teeth. It's good for your teeth, it's good for your toothbrush. And Don is shaking his head at me. As you see. This is difficult one lens over here. Yeah, that looks pretty not clean. That's not clean 100%, but we're getting there. So there's the alcohol before somebody wants to drink it. It's tempting. It's tempting sometimes, the frustrations. So there, that little track, that's now straight. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube, guys, to learn how to do all this. I strongly suggest you go and watch some of the guys who know how to do it already. So there's not as much damage on this one as what there was on the other one. I told you guys before I'm done with this board, I'll have this all sorted out. Right. So how does the IC go back? Remember I showed you guys yesterday's video. There's a little cutout over there. The little cut, see those little corners, there's a little triangle, and that goes on there. So if you look in the other ICs, there's a triangle there, there's a little cutout that goes on there. So we're going to do it the same way. We're going to drop it, and we're going to align it. Yes, there's a track here that's come loose. Okay, it's completely loose. Okay, it's out of the way. One less thing to worry about. Let me see something on here. Take it out. See, this is the fortunate situation I'm in of having boards that are out of nowhere. Who knows where the board came from? No one recognized it, not for my equipment. So there, it looks pretty okay. And now what we're going to do is have a piece of solder hanging like that. I'm doing it in front of you guys, so you guys can see it. A little bit of solder on the soldering iron, and you do the first leg. Okay, there's a blob on there. Is it perfect? No, it's not, but we'll sort it out. So that's soldered. Touch another little touch over there, a little bit of solder. And we're going to put some on that corner there. Okay, so that's soldered, so I can let go, and I'm sure the ICC doesn't move. Okay, so then what I saw, let me have a look on this side here. That looks a little bit not lined up. I can try and move it over a little bit. Gently. That now looks good. That looks very good. That looks very good on there. Let's see this side here. That looks pretty good. Right. What I saw being done was a draw solder. I've tried it before. I've messed it up, but we can try it again. This is what this is all about. The learning of this. So when you do the solder over the legs. Okay, so that solder's on there. Don't know how that's going to work out, taking all the stuff out. That's all right. Yes, there's guys with experience, and I don't have that experience. Let me see if this ice is sitting flush. So I might get the feeling it's not. No, it is. It is sitting flush. I do have a finer bit at home, and I will some other stage bring it in for this solder station. It's a Magnum. You guys can Google it where they're made and whatever. They are very good solder stations. This is the works one, and I've got my one at home. By the way, guys, if you're getting some sort of value, enjoying it, or whatever you'd like to contribute to some of the equipment I still need, there is a link always in the description to buy me a coffee. You are more than welcome to. You don't have to. I would appreciate if you guys hit the like button, like, subscribe. That does help out the channel and helps me, sort of motivates me to keep on making these videos. This it does. No, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. It doesn't seem to be working. But in any case, we'll clean it up. We'll do something else on here. So back to the solder wig. There's little pieces of solder wig all over here with my little tweezers. And now let's see. So the IC hasn't moved, everything's taken, and we can clean up the excess solder on there. Okay, that's working. That's working. That's worked. That's worked. Okay, so that all looks, it looks better than the last one. It definitely does. It definitely does. Okay, so we're going to turn the board around. You're going to clean this side here. So we're not taking out all the solder. That looks good. That looks good. I need another piece of soldering. Okay, let's put this thing back in there. It shouldn't be too hard. There you go, right, that's in there. Right, let's get this thing going. There is a leg over here that has shifted. Oh, where was it? No, has it? In any case, doesn't matter. We'll get better with practice. I'll work on that later on. I'm trying to realign all the little legs. So, right, that needs a little more. Okay, right, let's go to the other side of the chip. There's that, that's looking good. Looking good, let me see, that's looking good there. And I'll bring it closer to the camera now. Show you guys. There's no shorts over there. You see a little bit of that there. Yes, normally I wouldn't do this on top of a board. Right, that's looking good. Yeah, I don't see any shorts on top there. So I need another little piece for the other side, and there's a piece where the legs don't all line up properly. If I had to, I would make a different plan. This is now exercise upon exercise. Yeah. I hope you guys can see on the camera as the solder flows into the solder wig. I've bent the leg there a little bit. That's fine. I've got tools too to bend it straight. That's fine. There's no short. It's not touching. There's one over there. That's now gone. So this is what I bought my little blade for. So when I need to, I can cut little things and whatever, and move things over. So let's see like that. Put it on top there. It's just a matter of for the exercise. Let's see if you guys can see that like that. So that one there. There, I'll bend it over. It's not looking so good. I think I moved it back over as well. I'm moving it back as well. I've made more of a mess because the tack has come loose, the little pad. Okay, now let's see. Let's see. So it is getting better. It's still not right. It's still a failure. Let's just see what. Let me see that for that one. That was really there. So if you look on that side, there is an issue there. That's I think where I was busy. On the top side over there, that looks pretty okay. I don't think any of them are touching. That side there, none of them are touching. So there I made a bit of a mess, but it is definitely getting better. Is it a good enough a pass? No, if it was a job, it would have been a fail, the board wouldn't have worked. In any case, guys, thank you for sharing the experience. I hope you guys all learned something out of this. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you really feel like aiding or helping, I need to buy a microscope and a few other odds and ends. If you'd like to contribute, you're more than welcome to buy me a coffee. Have a great day. Thanks, guys. Cheers.